There's a level of self-mastery that doesn't just earn respect, it commands a kind of awe. Today, you will learn the system to cultivate it. You've seen that person, the one whose routine is unbreakable. They rise without fail, execute their rituals with precision, and never seem to struggle. While others lose momentum, they persist. While people offer excuses, they deliver. And the quiet consensus about them? They're not like everyone else. This isn't a mystery. It's a method. Centuries ago, Japanese Zen masters perfected a framework for this unwavering resolve. They called it Gyoji, the self-sustaining discipline. Understand it, and you will never abandon a goal again. But this path has a price. It requires you to let go of the person you are now. Chapter 1, The Turning Point. Meet Alex, a skilled software engineer with a successful career shadowed by one recurring failure. He could not maintain a positive habit for more than 2 weeks. A gym membership? 2 months, then inactivity. Meditation? A week of practice, then silence. Reading? A new book would be started with enthusiasm, only to be abandoned on a shelf. The cycle was always the same. Monday, fierce motivation. Wednesday, the first internal compromise. Friday, total surrender. Sunday, promises of a new start. Alex tried every modern solution, habit tracking apps, reward systems, accountability partners. Nothing worked, because he was fighting an invisible adversary, the deep-seated architecture of his own brain. His breakthrough came when he discovered the secret behind the Zen monks' legendary consistency, their ability to maintain sacred practices for generations without a single miss. It isn't willpower. It's something far more profound and powerful. Chapter 2, The Monk's Protocol. In these ancient monasteries, a simple, powerful rule governs all, Gyoji. It translates to continuous observance without a single break. Without a break. Consider the weight of that. For over 800 years, a bell has chimed at dawn in a specific temple. For over 800 years, the monks have risen in response. Not early, not late. The question of if or when does not exist. You know what never happens there? No monk ever lies in bed negotiating, maybe I'll skip today. That thought is absent. Why? They operate on a fundamental truth. Your mind classifies all commitments as either negotiable or non-negotiable. Negotiable commitments invite internal bargaining. Non-negotiable commitments are simply executed. When a monk takes his vows before the community, he isn't making a promise, he is undergoing a transformation of identity. He is not trying to be a meditator, he is one. The community witnesses this change. The identity is cemented. The internal debate is over. Modern science echoes this. A prominent Stanford neuroscientist found that when you make a commitment public, a primitive part of your brain registers failure as a social threat. For our ancestors, a loss of status could be fatal. Your mind still carries this wiring. This was Alex's first step. He stopped setting private goals and started making social contracts. He wrote on paper, I am a person who meditates for 20 minutes daily at 5:30 a.m. for 100 consecutive days. He signed it, posted it online, and told his friends and colleagues. His partner said he was being dramatic. His co-workers said he was trying too hard. Perfect. Every person he knew became a source of fuel. On mornings he wanted to quit, the thought of publicly admitting failure, of being seen as someone who couldn't follow through, became more painful than the effort of getting up. Chapter 3, The Battle Within. Yet, even with this social pressure, a war raged inside Alex each day. His body, craving sleep, didn't care about his reputation. The public declaration had ended the mental negotiation, but he was still fighting his own biology. This led him to the monk's second principle, the immovable schedule. Every day, you waste precious mental energy asking the same question, when should I do this? This decision drains the cognitive fuel you need for the action itself. Alex chose 5:30 a.m. Not because he loved early mornings, but because the world was quiet. No messages, no emails, no distractions. The time wasn't chosen for optimal performance, but for the elimination of variables. It removed every possible excuse to postpone. The first week was a battle. His body resisted the new pattern. This is normal. Your physiology operates on ingrained cycles, and forcing a new one provokes resistance. By the second week, a shift began. He started waking up a minute or two before his alarm. His body was adapting. By the third week, his feet were on the floor before his conscious mind was fully awake. No thought, no decision, just automatic action. This is the misunderstood power of a fixed schedule. It's not about finding the perfect time, it's about removing time as a decision point. But Alex soon faced a new problem. While his schedule was fixed, his actions during that time were not. Some days he meditated, others he read, sometimes he exercised. His mind had found a new loophole. He had eliminated the when, but not the what. Chapter 4, The Single Path. We often believe variety prevents boredom, but in the realm of consistency, variety is the enemy. Every time you alter the activity, your brain must make micro-decisions. What should I do today? For how long? These small choices are cracks where your old, undisciplined self can re-enter. Alex locked it all down. 15 bodyweight squats, 12 minutes of meditation, 15 pages of reading. The same order, same duration, every single day. His personal 100-day challenge. His friends called him a robot. His partner said he was too rigid. They missed the point, the rigidity was the entire goal. By the fourth week, something broke, not his discipline, but his internal resistance. The voice demanding variety grew quieter. By week 7, he was halfway through his squats before he was fully conscious of starting. The ritual was beginning to sustain itself. Research into habit formation shows that when you repeat an action in a consistent context for around 70 days, your basal ganglia, the brain's autopilot system, takes over. The behavior becomes automatic. You are no longer deciding to act, you are simply acting. Then, life intervened. On day 38, Alex got sick. On day 45, he had to travel for work. This is where the old pattern always won, the sick day, or travel day, exception. This is where most people fail, believing the ritual requires perfect conditions, which never exist. The ancient masters understood a crucial truth about interruptions. They taught that practice must flow without a single break, because in that break, your old life rushes back in. What saved Alex was realizing that the practice doesn't demand perfection. It demands unwavering continuity. Chapter 5, Unbroken Flow. The all-or-nothing mindset has destroyed more discipline than laziness ever could. You tell yourself, if I can't do the full routine, there's no point. This thinking creates gaps. And gaps are where your former, inconsistent self reclaims control. Look at any elite performer. They have rest days, but those days are part of the grand plan. They are intentional and strategic, never born from a lack of desire. This is still progression. When you skip because you're tired or busy, that isn't rest. It's retreat. A river never stops flowing. In a drought, it may slow to a trickle, but it never ceases. The moment it stops, it's no longer a river. It's a dry riverbed. Your practice is the same. The moment you create a gap, you are no longer a practitioner. You are someone who used to practice. On his travel day, Alex was at the airport at 4 a.m. He had meetings all day and a hotel with no gym. He did his squats in a quiet corner. People stared. Excellent. He meditated in the back of a rideshare. He read on the plane. Nothing was perfect, but everything maintained the crucial momentum. This is the essence of Gyoji. The practice that fuels itself. Chapter 6, pre-decided victory. Life is designed to break your rhythm. A family emergency, a flat tire, an unexpected deadline. These are the killers of consistency because you haven't pre-decided your response. In the moment of stress, you will default to the path of least resistance every time. Zen monasteries have endured for centuries without missing a day of practice. How? They don't hold meetings when obstacles arise. The solution is already embedded in their system. Alex adopted this. He listed every conceivable obstacle that had broken his streaks in the past and pre-solved every one. Rainy day. Workout in the living room. House guests. Silent routine in the bedroom. Feeling unwell. The minimum viable product, 1 squat, 1 minute of meditation, 1 paragraph of reading. His rule was simple: when X happens, I do Y. No thinking, no negotiating, just execution. The power of this approach is twofold: it maintains the sequence, and it conserves your mental energy for the action itself, not for decision-making. Chapter 7, The New Identity. By day 90, Alex's practice was fully automatic. His discipline had become a core part of his identity. His friends told him, "Your consistency is intimidating." His response was perfect. Good. When your discipline makes others uncomfortable, you know you're operating at the right level. Your existence becomes living proof that their limitations are often choices. They will call you extreme. They will preach about balance. They need you to slow down to validate their own stagnation. But you are not doing it for them. You are doing it because you have unlocked the secret. True consistency isn't about doing something every day. It's about becoming someone for whom the action is as natural as breathing. When you implement this system, the social contract, the immovable schedule, the locked-in routine, and pre-decided solutions, you are not just building habits. You are architecting a new identity. People will look at you and wonder, how does he do it? The answer will be simple: he doesn't. He is. So, are you ready for this metamorphosis? This isn't about self-improvement. It's about an ending and a beginning. The end of the person who quits. The birth of the person who cannot be broken. This system won't just make you better. It will make you different. Someone about whom people will say, "That's not normal." And when you hear those words, you'll know you have finally arrived.